When most people think of pigeons, they probably think of a fat dirty bird that flies around cities and poops on cars, but in reality the pigeon is truly an amazing bird. Although pigeon populations in cities have exploded, growing in tandem with human expansion, the city is not the pigeon's natural habitat. Traditionally, they have inhabited coastal cliffs. It is believed the first of their species lived along the rocky North African coast. Pigeons are amazing creatures that have adapted to live all over the world. There are over 300 species of pigeons, and they can be found living in almost every continent except Antarctica. Faced with human expansion, they have had to adapt to urban life. Our wasteful lifestyle provides food for many city-dwelling animals, pigeons included. Wild pigeons will eat whatever nature throws their way, including insects, worms, spiders, as well as seeds, fruits, berries, and vegetables. Generally speaking, pigeons that inhabit our cities are not very particular and will eat almost anything, from insects to leftover food we throw out. One unique habit of these birds is the way they nest. They have a unique way of building their nests, taking turns sitting on the eggs, and then taking care of their young in that nest. The main requirement for a pigeon nesting site is that it is dry and protected on a flat surface. Their natural nesting site would be on a rocky cliff crevice or in a cave. Urban pigeons can be seen roosting in clusters along telephone lines, under bridges, on rooftops, and high ledges in all our cities. If you stumble upon a pigeon's nest, it's not a pretty sight. It looks like a mess of grass stems, pine needles, twigs, sticks, and other debris. It's piled up with a small depression in the middle. A nest is used throughout the year, they simply add new nesting material. A nest that is reused multiple years may grow up to 8 inches tall and 20 inches wide and may weigh almost 5 pounds. The nest isn't a true home until a male pigeon finds his mate. The male starts to build the nest while calling out for a mate. He'll sit on the nesting site until he attracts his lady. He will often strut around cooing at his favorite lady. If the female is interested, she will return the favor. After the male pigeon attracts his favorite female pigeon, he will start searching for nesting material. The female will take the twigs he has brought her, tucking them underneath her as the nest starts to build around her. Pigeons usually remain together for life. Pigeons nest throughout the year. They might have 10 squabs each year. During the day, the male sits on the completed nest that usually contains 1 or 2 eggs. The female will take her turn overnight. A couple of days before their eggs hatch, both the male and female parents start making the milky substance called crop milk, which they'll feed their hatchlings over the first 10 days of their lives. Pigeon milk doesn't come from a mammary gland as it does with mammals. But it does contain antioxidants and immune boosters that help the new hatchlings survive. Pigeons do not have natural defense mechanisms to protect against predators. Their ability to fly is the only thing between them and predators on land, which includes opossums and raccoons. However, pigeons are often captured by predatory birds such as peregrine falcons, red-tailed hawks, and the Easter screech owls. Homing pigeons have been prized for their navigational abilities for thousands of years. They've served as messengers during war and as a means of long-distance communication. This is a result of their amazing ability to retrace precise routes. A recent study identified that pigeons could maximally memorize between 800 and 1,200 picture-response associations before reaching the limit of their performance. The same study showed that homing pigeons combine precise internal compasses and memorized landmarks to retrace a path back to their lofts, even 4 years after the previous time they made the trip. People often underestimate pigeons and call them the rats of the sky, but most people don't know all the amazing things they can do. Although pigeons do fly around cities and occasionally poop on cars, the reality is that pigeons are truly amazing birds.